We managed to come up with a pretty substantial theory regarding the mysteries of the still unnamed Springlock Funtime, we'll call it Springtime animatronic in the Night 4 in FNAF Sister Location. This animatronic is described by Baby as something that came from her old pizzeria. She goes on to say that she doesn't think it was ever used in the way that it was meant to be used. She then proceeds to drop a huge bombshell that this specific animatronic is a Springlock suit. Yes, you heard that correctly. A Springlock Funtime animatronic. The only instances where we see Springlock suits are in the Spring Bonnie animatronic and Fredbear, also known as Golden Freddy, that have been clearly stated as the only animatronics with Springlocks. Baby mentions at the start of gameplay of Night 4 that this animatronic has faceplates, and that it was built barely large enough for one person to squeeze inside of. And that it used Springlocks. Anyone that did not have faceplates, or was a canon Springlock suit, or fit properly into this lore was immediately debunked. That's why we had to rule out Funtime Chica for this theory, because she just didn't fit the criteria we were looking for. In Night 3 of Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, it is our job to pull a sound illusion disc from Funtime Freddy's chest cavity. In the Twisted ones, it is revealed that the Twisted animatronics have little discs attached to their bodies that can warp your perception of how you see them. But when you take the disc off, it strangely resembles a Funtime animatronic. We have also established that Sister Location is underneath the FNAF 4 house. This explains why we see the Nightmare animatronics from FNAF 4 as these horrific creatures. They are just the Funtime animatronics seen in the perspective of the crying child. A lot of people have pointed out that we can hear Bellora's music in the background of the Security Breach trailer. That pointed me in the direction of Sister Location and eventually Five Nights at Freddy's 4 to look for answers. The connection that we made between Security Breach and Sister Location is not just with Bellora's music, but with this disembodied hand at the end of the trailer. In Sister Location, we only see Bonnie as a small hand puppet, but his name isn't Bonnie, it's Bonbon. Could we be safe in saying that this animatronic is not a stand-in for Bonnie like we have assumed? I think yes. In FNAF 4, we see all Core 4 animatronics as ones with massive, bulky bodies. And we have also established that the Nightmare animatronics are also the Twisted ones, who are also the Funtime animatronics, through the use of the sound illusion discs. But people have been eager to point out that there is no full-size Funtime Bonnie that we have seen. So, judging by the previous connections, this animatronic had to have come from somewhere, right? Now take a look at the mysterious disembodied hand that we see at the end of the Security Breach trailer. So you may be asking who we figured out that this hand might belong to. We deduced that it was Nightmare Bonnie. If the theory I pose is correct, this hand belongs to Nightmare Bonnie, who by process of elimination must belong to this Funtime animatronic. Notice how out of all of the animatronics, the only one that has a connection is Bonnie. Odd, considering we know William Afton only uses Bonnie Springlock suits as his signature. It also explains why Baby says that this animatronic was not used how it was supposed to be used. Thank you to this person who helped started this theory.